Hello, and welcome back to my playthrough of World of Final Fantasy. And in this episode, I'll be continuing to bring order to and defeat each of the 7 pleiads, so that once I defeat them, they will join my party of mirages, so that I could go whip Brandelis's backside, because, you know, he's too powerful, he's a god, and, well, through what happened in the first ending, we know that facing him now would just not be a good idea. So without further ado, it is time to get into it. Hello Richard, that was pretty quick. Sometimes I very rarely get there that quick, but...
What now?
You know?
Whose soul will you touch?
That was sharp. Anyway, I hope you're good. You know, when the past still haunts. See, I'm just going to crack on with this stuff. Ah, fair enough.
If Quistis's information is correct, then it's almost time. Balam Garden has been summoning a demon?
That's what the reports have been saying.
Do you believe it?
Of course I don't.
Alright, then what do you think this alleged demon really is?
Do you mind looking into it for me? All the sightings so far have been reported to be around the
If you
same
mean
hour.
last night, then yeah.
Strange.
Very weird.
This demon that's appearing.
I mean,
I wonder what it
even
could be.
not in the videos, what's happening to you actually in the videos as well.
So I'm a demon now. What a fascinating allegation.
Huh?
So,
Is that, I was about to say, is that
level with me
Diablos from
here.
8?
What do I look like to you?
To be totally honest, you fit the description.
So this is from 8.
Oh, a demon then?
Yes, I know who you are. You're one of the demon dyad servants from a century ago, Diabolos.
I'm a what now? Oh, I see. So Grimoire decided those two were demons, huh? But how does them being demons make me a demon too? Their servant!
So then tell me why you would show up now, amidst such chaos.
You know why I've come. A servant of demons has no purpose but this. Furthering the chaos.
Then, I must punish you in the Keeper's absence.
It would ruin all my fun. Oh, I'm so scared. Not!
Yeah, I'm sorry, you're not as good as Bahamut. No one ever will be. The only one that will be better than Bahamut is Neo Bahamut.
Huh?
So,
Oh, it's you two. What are you doing here?
oh, I tripled it.
Just butting in to help?
Yeah, what Ranger said. We're rearing our ugly end.
What does that even mean? Wait, where am I? What strange place have you taken me?
Ha ha ha! We've got him sweating now.
No matter. Let's see if either of you runs is still any good.
That is weird. Usually it's the opposite. Because obviously I mean, it happens.
You won't wait from
A few popular videos I've seen, like you can get like, I don't know, 10 views and 1,000 likes on a video because it just plays up. It's silly, but it's what happens sometimes. YouTube's algorithms are weird. Like, YouTube needs to sort itself out. I mean, sometimes that does happen, as I said, in some popular videos I've seen. Yeah, of course, Diablos nowhere near as good as the goat, because I probably doing the goat was probably the hardest one out of all of them, to be honest. So I've got the hardest one out of the way now. Yeah, that is weird. Well, nothing like that has really happened to me, but it wouldn't surprise me if it started randomly happening.
Yeah!
Oh yeah!
It is weird, and it's so common anyway. Bahamut went up to 17 just like that. Yeah, it's so common. It shouldn't be, but it just is.
can't fight here!
Huh? You can't escape.
Well, I was wrong about it being all the 7 Final Fantasy 3 ones, but you know.
What's this?
Just a dream. A very bad one. Shulk.
Huh? Brother?
Yes, that's right. I've been searching for so long.
For me?
Of course. You know, when I first heard the news, how you'd fled after becoming an architect, I was so worried.
You came after me? But you had it all. You were the exceptional one. I know that Mom and Dad pressured you into it. Becoming an architect.
What's wrong? You can tell me.
After you left and went to the cathedral, the house got so unbearable. We tried, but we couldn't reach you.
Anyway, I believe, don't quote me on it, I'll find out in a few weeks' time, but I believe Diabolos is like an enemy boss in Final Fantasy VIII, because I think you face him multiple times. And I'll be corrected if that's wrong, but...
And they were gone. What choice did I have? The cathedral was the only place I could think to go to.
So then you're telling me you killed Mom and Dad?
What? No!
You put them in the ground. You were always making trouble for them. You never did them an ounce of good. You grew tired of their scolding, so one day, you made them burn.
No. I would never do something...
But you did.
You're saying...
Ah, fair enough. I didn't know you got him as a summon.
And now that Mom and Dad are no more, my job...
In a record keeper, you can get him as a summon, and he's broken. I know that.
To atone for what I did to them?
I want you dead.
Lovely.
Whoa. You are the worst kind of sleazy creep. How dare you peep at people's thoughts without asking them? And you think it's okay to twist your weaknesses around?
Those hidden ones will probably end up being trophies in the PS4 release. I know you get Odin in like a catacombs area, and the trophy will probably be for getting the Lionheart.
Do you think
See, I know bits of it. It's just obviously I've never played it and I've never really seen anything on it. I just know bits and bobs about it. Like obviously I know the triple triad card game,
Fantasy. Rubbish. That is my tribe's domain.
which is extremely annoying.
The Guardians of Time have been busy. Fine. If that's how you want to play, then so be it. Come on!
Yeah, triple triad would probably really annoy me when going through it. Because I just know they'll make it a trophy. To do triple triad. And it looks like Diablos has got more health this time. I remember you saying that you thought it was better than the FF9 one. The FF9 one's just a bit silly, shall we say. Yeah, that is card game done right. I think there's like 9 spaces in there, and then you play on them 3x3 boards. But cards actually do properly stand out more than others. Because I mean, in that, a whole airship could lose to like a bomb in the FF9 Technomancer one. It's just silly. That's just not how it would go down. So anyway, that'd be ever stronger attack power. And they can do that. Anyway, I guess the Bahamut fight was a bit too easy. You know, he's just spamming nightmares. Bam. Lovely. Back, yep. Mega Mirages. Bloody hell, you need 20 AP altogether to summon Bahamut. I might give it a go, summon Bahamut. I wanna see a good old Mega play, you know what I mean? Well, the first summon you get is the Freak in it. I've played Record Master, and the third battle in it is you and Quistis facing Freak in the fire cabin. I know that. I just don't know most of the plot lines. I know like the space stuff and the orphaning stuff. I don't know much else. You know, it'll be good to play through because technically it'll still be blind because I haven't seen practically anything on it. I think I watched the final fight like years ago. Yeah, it helped me get the story of it, and I was like, oh, I'd like to play it, and then you know it looked doubtful because it looked like they were never going to release it. But obviously, they now are. The music does seem pretty good as well for 8, like, because obviously in Record Keeper, whatever music you get for the battles is the music you get. You know, it's pretty epic. You know. I could take away a bit of my health. Anyway, let's summon the goats. Might as well show off this feature. Look at him. Such a beautiful sight. And yeah, all of these are going to take a few episodes to do because they're all long. What a fitting entrance to such a beast. Well then, I needed a bit more HP than that, but I forgot to increase his HP. Never mind. He needs to be a higher level, then I'll do it. I kind of chose the complete one, so at least you saw his entrance thing. So yeah, that's like Final Fantasy X, when you just do a regular summon with Yuna, and then they go out into the field to play with her. You know. Of course, there was no way he could have got any increase, so...
That wasn't so bad.
Why was it less experienced than before? I don't know, anyway.
No! I lost again.
Oh yeah, I also knew about the infamous Red Dragon fight in 8 as well.
Like you used to.
Just before you face all of the
like
Ebius summoner enemy things on that mountain. I think it's before you go in like an underwater area where you face Bahamut. Looks like it was probably the ending to Disc 3. But I don't know.
What just...
Excuse me.
I might just be imagining it, but if you helped me out... Thank you. Rain. Lon.
Anyway, of course, we'll just talk about it. I'll have to play through it, and then once I've played through it once, I'll crack on with... Yeah. That's why I said it. I know it's an infamous battle, because I know how bad that is. Anyway, Threads of Fate. Is this 30 interventions? Yep. And I completed every last one. And because of how high caliber these battles are, I'll have to save after each one. Yeah, the red dragon. Oh, Jesus Christ! I've seen the fight on YouTube.
Shall we?
Oh,
What now?
God damn!
Whose soul will...
I'm not gonna like doing that because I know 8 is one of the harder ones as well. Probably why some people don't like it. Actually, no, I think probably can't handle the difficulty. You know.
Captain Barris!
What is it, Mog?
How long have I been going
She's
for?
been sighted on the low seas, Kupo.
Who has?
The great sea demon, Leviathan, Kupo.
Yep, well, he had to have Leviathan in. You know,
Let her
if you're not
come.
gonna
I was hoping
have
that
all
beast would
7 of
return
Final
within my
Fantasy 3s,
lifetime.
you've got to have Leviathan in,
Sildra!
at least.
Today we avenge them. Your family and my great-grandfather. Our long wait is finally over. Are you ready? Right! Head for the low seas!
Well, the Leviathan fight in Final Fantasy V is probably the hardest Leviathan fight I've ever faced. The Leviathan fight in 4, it can be pretty dangerous. The one in 3 is kind of a pushover, but Odin and Bahamut are the worst 2 summon fights.
That's the first and last time I come here.
Because if Odin hits you with
Never ever
Zantetsuken
again,
in
Kupo.
Final Fantasy 3, if you're not above like level 33, you're dead.
Stop hanging the jib. That was nothing. Lan and rain. I don't know how you did it. Now, tell me where that demon was spotted.
In the waters of Babel, not far from the Rainbow Shore, Kupo.
Lovely.
Leviathan! Here I am! Show yourself! Come out and fight! If you have the courage!
What's all this noise? Who might you be? Oh, so she killed your ancestors. Now, you seek revenge?
Aye. She must pay. For my great-grandfather and Sildra's kin.
Yeah, like Leviathan is, I think, a glass
call her
cannon.
for you.
Because, like, if he uses Tidal Wave, it does a lot of damage, but I've always found it not to have too much health. But, you know. We'll see if it still is a glass cannon. There you are, you beauty. Oh, yes, it's based on its Final Fantasy 3
My
design.
ears work fine.
That is sick.
Little Adamantus. Can't you see? I'm trying to enjoy myself. I have missed these seas. Your reason for disturbing me had best be good.
We're the ones who are disturbing you, Leviathan!
Well now, what is this tiny creature?
I'll show you, Tiny! You've killed my great-grandfather Tycoon. He died, with all of Sildra's clan. But on this day, we will have our vengeance!
And I'm here to help, Kupo.
Tycoon and Sildra, did you say? Oh, astonishing. So their bloodline survived. But, hold, you say you seek vengeance upon me?
That's right! Don't you dare feign ignorance! My great-grandfather was brave. When you attacked Sildra's family, he fought to save them. And died.
So it seems as though Rain and Lan
But
were
we swore that
arseholes
one day
because
we would have our
they
vengeance.
had all these mirages
For
and the mirages
generations we've
caused
waited.
they did nothing.
It's my good fortune that you appeared in my lifetime. Because now,
But, you know,
I can be the one
they're
to settle
atoning
the
for it.
score!
Foolish girl. Am I to believe a whelp like you has any chance of defeating me? Not a chance. Not in 1,000 years.
Well then.
What now? Where am I? What is this?
It's a fantasy, where dreams and reality and time all touch. But don't ask me to explain what that means exactly.
I guess you might say, when somebody fights our friends, we tag in. You get it?
But how can... Oh, you two. How many long years have passed?
Can't tell you that, but did we really used to know each other?
Forget all that. Ferris thinks you killed her great-grandpa and Sildra's family. Is that really true?
Well, honestly, I'm not altogether certain myself. As I recall, when Tycoon's crew was attacked by Bismarck's forces, on a whim, I may have helped them to defend themselves. Once I left, any number of villains could have done them in, but that's no concern of mine.
Then you mean Ferris and Sildra are mistaken?
So why not just tell them as much?
If their hatred for me has been festering all this time, then I cannot calm the waves by telling them it was all a big misunderstanding. As such, the wisest course of action is to accept their challenge, to let them break themselves against me.
The way you're making it sound, you know they're fighting over nothing, but you still won't let them win? Really?
Why would I let them win? I am not beholden to them. They chose this.
Then I've got bad news.
To fight them, you have to go through us.
Well, that can be easily arranged.
Right, here we go. I didn't want to speak over, but Ferris's father being called Tycoon, or King Tycoon, is not random for the game. It is all lore. Excuse me. Because King Tycoon was in Final Fantasy V. Is the one that possessed, which tailed him to this old civilization in the desert, and then you ended up going into this weird mechanical ancient dungeon area, which led you to an airship, and then obviously you're called Sid because any good Sid in Final Fantasy knows a lot about airships. And then he tells you what you have to do, and then you end up going to one of the worst dungeons in the game, which is the last dungeon of the first world, where you face the Archaeavis, which has practically every elemental resistance, and the fight is ridiculous because it revives itself after you kill it, and its damage output is disgusting. I mean, that was a third of the way into the game as well. Like, Final Fantasy V is a brutal game. You know? I mean, it's quite weird because, you know, this is a Final Fantasy V reference, but yet they've chosen to do the Leviathan design of Final Fantasy III. But, you know, never mind. As I said, I don't mind. I absolutely love Final Fantasy III, so it's fine. Anyway, that side away. Lovely. So, of course, this is one of, like, the only battles that Lan is not in favour with, because water is, like, the only thing he isn't good for. Anyway, do you know what? I've got thunder. Just use it. Lovely. Bam. Q-Roll is very helpful. I like how it's automatically a heal thing as well. Anyway, unstuck, unstuck, stack, stack. You know, stabilise and stuff like that. You know, we've got quite good regular defence, but of course, it seems like all 7 of the Dyad are just going to be very tough. We're probably not supposed to actually do them yet. Probably expected to do other stuff first. I call them Dyad, but it's the pleiad. But those two things mean something different. I mean, Dyad is 3, a pleiad. I'm not sure if pleiad is technically just to do with the number 7. It's been increased, isn't it? We're going from one difficult thing to another with Doom 3 Nightmare. I mean, Doom 3 Nightmare isn't too bad. You just have to have good knowledge of the maps, you know, just like in Doom and Doom 2. As long as you know where everything is, you can do it. I mean, even, you know, if you haven't played Doom 3 in ages, and you do Nightmare, you can still do Nightmare, you just have to be careful. You know, all these are very speedy as well. Like my god. Yeah, it's nearly there. Well, I'm on. They're all very good at using like bloody stack toppling moves as well. Anyway, god, I've got a sore bloody throat. Go on. Oh, she can't unstack, that's too dangerous. Screw it. I lost connection. Maybe. He's back, it lost connection. Anyway, it looks like I'll be able to get 4 done in about an hour. That's it, yeah, you do that. Just attack. It looks like it's not very good for now. I mean, it needs to be stronger, clearly, doesn't it? You get your AP back as well, nice.
You got me. I have been slain.
We won. Really?
Oh, yes. Victory is yours.
We did it, Koopa!
Oi, Adamantis. Can I ask you something?
Hmm?
A century ago, they tell of a sea demon. But was it really Leviathan?
Tell me, why do you ask?
Oh. Well, I might be imagining it, but she didn't seem like such an evil character.
Don't be silly. She was, without a doubt, the worst of the Dyad's servants. But no more. You have succeeded at Finn.
Oh, good then.
Koopa?
Aye, a big help. Right. Gents, let's go home.
To think you were once feared as one of the great terrors of the seas. When did you become such a big softy?
Quiet, you. There will be trouble if they learn I still live. Now hush, until they're gone.
There we go. Lovely. There's a mountain top before her mighty tidal wave. Oh yes. See, I don't know if I can get like... I'll probably be able to get Ramu, Shiva and Ifrit. Rather nicely, but you know. And I think I'll be able to do 2 more, so let's go.
What now? Whose soul?
Whose soul will I touch? Let's have a look. Stop the butcher.
This should be the place I heard about.
Traveler, test your strength.
So it's clearly going to be pleiad number 4.
So there you are.
Odin! Yeah,
The
man!
butcher. You've hurt
Lovely.
a lot of people.
They call me a butcher? Rubbish. I merely challenge fools who would be challenged and they die.
Then you're not very sporting. Every one of your victims was cut down without a fight.
He who lives by the sword must be quick to draw it. Truly, they met with no foul play. If they expired without a struggle, that attests to their dearth of skill and not my lack of honor. It is a troubling thought to be gone less than a century and return to find swordsmanship so diminished. Troubling indeed.
How poetic. If it's a challenge you're looking for, why don't you see how you and your principles fare against me?
Your spirit is impressive. Let us begin.
So I think this is probably going to be the last of the pleiad you get to fight here in an intervention. Because I think the other 3 will be Ifrit, Shiva.
You
and
really
Ramu.
ought to know better than to butcher people.
I remember you. To fight again after so long would be a thrill. But you catch me as my blood quickens for another. My first worthy foe in ages. This trickery. This space in which you have confined me. I'll not be detained.
What is... Lon! Get out of the thing's way!
Aw, dude!
Zan, Tets, Ken. Oh, missed by a hair. Good. You're the strongest warrior I've crossed swords with in years. And yet, 'twould be poor form to pursue this now. Find a new blade, and we shall continue this test of our might.
Looks like this won't be as easy as I thought.
Does he have a weakness? You're taking on Odin?
Yeah. I heard that you have experience with the dyad servants. Basically, anything you can tell me would be a big help.
Odin? Oh, got it. It's just an old rumor, but...
The black screen of info.
At last. You would try me with the same sword that failed you before?
Yeah. Except, I thought I'd mix things up.
That girl. She looks like Ramu's.
It's his grandkid.
Grandkid!
I see you've been sniffing about. Is this the best you can muster?
Yep.
Because
What's
Odin
wrong?
died by a
Suddenly you
strike
don't
of the
look so
lightning on
hot.
his sword, or at least that's how it goes.
Silence! Make your peace before I cleave you in twain.
Here we go.
What do we have here? Is Odin afraid of a Rito lightning? Hey, that reminds me. Wasn't old Ramu the only one you never had the guts to go head-to-head with?
Dude, is that true?
Don't
Die. For no one.
What a good weapon. Yeah, so anybody who doesn't know how Odin works in Final Fantasy, quick damage. Now this is going to be a very strange Odin fight to have. It's going to go on much longer than any Odin fight I've ever seen. Because he's a speedy boy. I mean, he's a speedy boy, but ironically he died to the fastest element that there is. Which is thunder. Well, lightning. Oh, jeez. Of course you resist it. No, I bothered. Anyway. Bang. I do like these fights, you know. It's got hefty cutscenes with them, but... Yeah, this is definitely second hardest. Of course, only beaten by the GOAT himself. Yeah, once I've done this, I'm guessing I'll go and visit Ifrit, Ramu and Shiva, and then they're the other three. Because all the other interventions I can do another time, but I would rather just get the pleiad out of the way. So I'm guessing I'll go pay them a visit after this. So yeah, 6 of the 7 work in Final Fantasy 3. It was only Diablos that wasn't. And yeah, Thunder, of course, you know. Works wonders. I don't even know if you can beat the Final Fantasy 5 one without using Thunder. Oh, your comment hasn't come up. We'll give it time. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, because the rest of them are ones that were already up, and I doubt they put the pleiad stuff before this point. So all the other interventions must be to do with something else. But you know. Oh, here we go. Zantetsuken. Even broker version of this move is in Final Fantasy 8 called Zantetsuken, I believe, which is 20 or 25 attacks, which is disgusting. What is it? How much damage? What? Really fair that he can one shot like that? That's what we needed. Right, not often I will use items like this. Not often.
There!
You will not see me do that. Hardly at all. That's why Odin is, you know, isn't a Gungnir now. Also a very good move, very good weapon as well, the Gungnir. It's one of the ultimate weapons in Final Fantasy 3. take him out now. Thank you. Damn.
Well, that
It's not surprising that Zantetsuken's an insta-kill, to be honest. Because it's just this absolutely disgusting move. Anyway.
Good. This shall forever stand as proof that your skill surpasses mine. I'm pleased to have met so fierce a warrior. Ours was a duel to remember.
So I think I'll go pay the other 3 visits in.
That's for sure. But it was a close one. At least, no more travelers will get shorn in two. Ramule, I owe you one.
Ramule!
Oh, and I guess I owe Lon and Rain a thank you as well, wherever they are. Now then.
There we go, Odin Prismarium. Because Zantetsuken literally means sword that sunders iron. There you go, if you didn't actually know what Zantetsuken meant, there we go. But it pretty much sunders everything, yep. This unique soul belongs to Odin from the main story, yep. Hates thunderstorms, well that's not wrong, he does hate thunderstorms. Which is obviously good because they're basing it off of actual mythology. Because in mythology Odin died on the battlefield when lightning struck his sword and killed him. I know, one of the most powerful gods in mythology died by a thunderstorm. Anyway, let's go to the Nether Nebula. See if I can go pay them free a visit. And afterwards, well, tomorrow onwards, I'll probably try and finish the rest of the interventions apart from the battle on the big bridge. Because that's not going to work with the massive transformer-like robot. Anyway. Pulse encounter rate has suddenly just skyrocketed for no reason. Thanks to the Phantom Sands.
For it. So long.
Get out of there. No point. Of course. Shouldn't even take me long to get through there, but the encounter rate is gone. Whip 10 fat.
Yeah!
Victory!
I didn't realise you could break damage cap in this game. But it doesn't stop at 9999. Well, I was guessing with like the Mega Mirage's health would go over 9999, but bloody hell. Yeah, like I didn't think you could go that high, to be honest. Very rare in the Final Fantasy game you can go above 9999.
Good job.
But you know, there we go. I mean, I am in the second dungeon of the game, but still. It's highly disgusting. But the way this game works, a level up makes a lot of difference. Like, at level 50, I would have probably done like 6,000 damage. $10,960, 11,469. Well, no, this isn't a normal FF game, and plus it's a triple stack, so it's fine to get that, you know. And plus, I've got strength plus attached to any Mirage that's completed their board that can have strength plus, because if you know my style of play, it's kill quickly. That's always been my style of play. But obviously, if the battle does go on for a long time, it's still pretty good. Wow. He knocked my stack over. See how much Billy got? 3713.
That was a good fight.
Good job.
Oh dear. I'm not going to save it at the crystal just in case I don't actually need to be here. But, you know. Just shouldn't do that much damage to a stack. Just shouldn't. It's disgusting. Anyway, now I think with the Odin fight, is there even any way to survive the Zantetsuken? I don't think there is. I think you need last stand in order to survive. Which is very disgusting, but you know. Anyway. God's sake. Itchy, itchy, itchy head, itchy head, itchy head, itchy head. Throw stone, how dare you. Disgusting. I just like how things still start at level 1 anyway. I mean, if they gave you a Bahamut at like level 50, it'd just be broken, wouldn't it? And clearly, you know, because I need to master 100 Mirage boards, I don't know if they have to be separate ones, they probably do, but you know, yeah, anyway. So, I need 5 and 6. I don't know if I can get 5 and 6. I don't know. Anyway, so Diablos. Let's have a look at Bahamut. 4,008 health. Look at his level. That's disgusting. Flare Mirage, you're just handing out flare like it's a sweet. Oh, Jesus Christ, that is broken. And why would I not? Why would I not? I'd be a fool not to. Anyway. See if the trio of trouble are around. Oh, it's dark again. Maybe they are. Or maybe they're not. I'll still do another intervention regardless. So you know. It's worth a try. But clearly you get them here somewhere. I need to do Colosseum stuff as well. Forgot about that. Jesus. I have to go back and do Colosseum stuff. Imagine if you get stuff like Bahamut facing the Colosseum. Do you know how disgusting that would be? That would be terrible. Anyway. I don't know, well, I mean,
Want some tea?
Yeah, she hasn't got the exclamation point above her head anymore. So that's all the primary objectives done. So these are the ones that have to be done for main story. Don't remind me, I will be going back through them of course, but, you know, anyway. So, I've got them 2, and I've got them 3 that I noticed. And Bridges Woes I'm clearly not doing yet, but... Let's go for Chosen Rider Tribe. I mean, I've got 29 armor gems, so after these 6, I'm going to have, what, 17 left? Still got to get some, surely.
Out there.
This would be like Cogna
You can
stuff.
sense it too. If it's making my horn act up like this, then it can only be a mirage with some kind of connection to my tribe.
We'd better go check it out.
There's also got to be a way to get back to Saronia as well. I mean, probably when you do the Cogna cleanup, to be honest.
Is this the spot?
I know, yeah, if I... Oh, damn. Hello.
I can feel it.
That's the Black Knack version, I think.
Are you the Mirage who's been calling us? What is it? You don't mean to fight us. Fenrir, get ready!
See how long I've been streaming for?
Oh, cool.
51 minutes.
I didn't know Aiko's horn was real.
Sure seems that way. You know, once upon a time, a horn used to be the sign of every summoner. Oh, I didn't know that. So Aiko must be descended from an ancient line of them.
Oh yeah, I forgot, sometimes Tama does speak in some of them. So, I think you can do this one before Tama, I don't know why you would, but... I think any that you do before Tama's sacrifice, you know, Seraphi would have to take over. But, you know. For a 5-star battle, this isn't really 5-star, is it? It's not a 5-star performance.
Alright, that wasn't so bad.
Pagan. Why lie to me? You're putting that in the same ranking as Bahamut, Odin, Diablos and Leviathan.
His magic is unbelievably strong. But it's strange. There's something about him that feels so familiar. Hey, is there a reason you called out to us like that? Huh? What?
Eiko, we are so proud of you. Still so young, and yet you have carried the tribe's heavy burden with head held high. Thank you.
Is that the Mirage talking? Wait, I know this voice.
Eiko, these are dark times, and Grimoire faces a terrible crisis. The world will soon have need of the power our tribe possesses, and the Mirages who answer our call.
The Mirages who answer our call? What do you mean? Are there others out there besides Fenrir?
You share a connection with many Mirages. You must find them. Join their power with yours, and wield it well. The future is yours. May it be bright.
Wait!
You are not alone, Eiko. The tribe will always be watching over you.
Fenrir. Know who that was? That had to have been one of my ancestors' Mirages. Come to think of it, Grandfather once told me, after I celebrate my 16th birthday, I would be able to form bonds with many different Mirages. But now, I need to focus on the things I can accomplish in the present. After all, I've still got a long, long way to grow.
Well, I think she's like
Fenrir,
as young as 9
can I
in
count on you to be there for me?
Yeah.
Because her and Vivi are only 9 years old
Grimoire is
each.
in danger. And if it needs my tribe's power, the summoner's power, then I'll share it with you. Rain, Lon.
So I think I'll do that other one as well, because this one weren't too long. See you now.
Shall we? What now?
We shall get started, yes.
Who's so?
So yeah, that bridge one I will be leaving for probably quite a while, but yeah. A freak of nature, Quistis. Nasty Mirage. I can't believe a freak of nature like this even exists. How could this hideous... What could this hideous affront do? That is to be. Oh, lovely. Sounds lovely.
I must do my part and fight.
The
Whatever's
dragon
out
scars
there,
again.
I'm going to have to face it with courage.
It's like the 3rd or 4th time I've come back here. And yeah, the only ability I don't have is chill. I need Shiva to really get chill.
The Mirage in these latest reports sounds particularly nasty. Cloud?
Oh, right. He's not here. Squall! No, he's out on a mission too.
I'll take this one.
Tara? Are you ready for it?
Yes. If you need my help, I can fight.
Okay then. But be extra careful, please. Something feels off about this one. One witness said, "I can't believe a freak of nature like that even exists." I'm quoting that word for word.
A mirage that's too hideous to be true? I see.
I'm sure she'll be fine. She is half human, half Esper after all. She's 2/3 of the way to being Brandaless.
You
So,
can handle this, Tara. Come on.
All she's missing is the god part.
Oh, this one's a tasty morsel. I'd love to get my
Oh,
tentacles
it's bloody...
around her.
Oh, for God's sake.
Don't tell me you haven't heard of Ultros. This puss belongs to an octopus
He
extraordinaire.
is so annoying in Final Fantasy VI. He's one of the most annoying
Is this the
characters
mirage
I've
from
ever
the
seen.
reports? Hey, someone has been causing trouble around here. Is it you?
Oh, no! I would never! But I know the crook you're after. Oh,
I know
what
you get a
feat.
trophy for defeating him in Tome Town.
Why don't I help you out
Yeah.
and show you the way to his lair?
Huh? Really?
Oh, I'd love to! She's more than tasty. She's so deliciously naive, I can't resist. I think I might have just bagged me a winner here, folks!
What did you say?
Nothing worth repeating.
Would Terra really fall for that if this was Final Fantasy VI
Hey,
adapted?
about that hideous mirage, would you say it's nearby?
Oh, it'll still be a ways.
Listen, could you tell me where you're taking me?
Why, somewhere that you and I can have plenty of fun together, of course.
What? Then this whole time, you've been lying to me? You really are a nasty mirage. But this is it. You're through!
All right, you got me. I might have told a fib. But no, I'm not the nasty McNast you're hunting for, I swear.
It doesn't matter. You deceive people for who knows what awful purposes. Never again!
Fine. Be that way. Didn't want to keep up the act anyway. You want to know who's been inking up a stink in this neighborhood? Ultros has. Ooh, shocker. Huh? What's wrong? Tell me, does that make me a bad octopus? Sorry, so sorry!
Well, he actually says that in Final Fantasy VI, that last line there. I mean, he is a joker, but he's just annoying.
Tara
'cause he
actually
keeps on coming
trusted
back.
this creep.
Huh? Oh yeah, how gullible can you get? One day it's gonna be your undoing, I'm afraid.
No, you gotta believe me. I'm actually a really nice guy. An octopus guy. Actually, I'm just an octopus.
What? Really? Oh. Well, why didn't you tell us that sooner?
Wait, what part of him looks really nice?
Huh? Oh, well, no part of him, duh!
Lon? Tell me he didn't trick you too.
What? We have an octopus to fight!
There's no point using Thunder because of damage output. There's no point, it's like 400. Right, his first fight is actually pretty difficult as well. And I mean, you have the best characters in my opinion in the game at that point as well. The four that I use: Terra, Edgar, Locke, and why I forgot. I don't use Locke. I use Cyan instead of Locke.
Oh yeah!
Because he is very good with the katanas. Anyway, there we go.
They were right. I'd have to say that Mirage really was too hideous to be true.
And before I end, I'm gonna go collect the
What now?
stoof.
Who's so...
Operation Opera. Cloud visits Tometown. Well, I already know it's Ultros just from the title, because if you are familiar with Final Fantasy VI, then you'll know that Celeste has to pretend to be the great female opera singer because she looks similar to her, in order to get to see Setzer, because you know he has an airship, so you know if she gets captured you can get the airship. And then Ultros finds out what they're planning to do and leaves a note to trick them, and then he goes to drop a weight on her head and then you have to get to him within 5 minutes. And I know a certain someone who's watching this hates the opera bit. I don't mind the fighting part of it, but the opera bit, it's a bit much. But you know. Anyway, that marks the end of this episode of my playthrough of World of Final Fantasy. And in the next episode, I'll be attempting to finish all of these interventions, but the Big Bridge one for now. I don't know if there's going to be any other interventions afterwards. Once I do this, I'm going to have to look around, see what I can find, because there's going to be the pleiad, or the rest of the pleiad that I have to get, which I'm guessing are Ifrit, Shiva and Ramu. As I said, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode, and I'll see you in about 5 to 10 minutes for the continuation of Doom 3 on Nightmare. But until then, with a massive thumbs up, all I'll say to you now is goodbye and good night.